Hello, and welcome back to the channel. As you can see here at the end of the 21-22 season, our Leicester City Kit Quest career mode with James Maddison as a player of focus and the home kit as the kit of focus. So just going to recap how we did in this 21-22 season. You probably already saw kind of something big on the screen, but we'll kind of get into it. So let's go to the standings first. We always kind of start off with the standings. So as you can see here, we did the miracle twice. We won the league with Leicester City here, which is honestly kind of surprising. As you can see here, we had like not that great a record. We only had 84 points, which is pretty like not great for a Premier League winner. Lost 8 matches, but every other team just seemed to be just as mid as we were, and we kind of pulled away with the title. So we had what 27 wins, 3 draws, 8 losses for 84 points, which is not great. But we were like the title race is pretty close until like the very end here. Like at the beginning of the season, it was like us kind of, not even early on. It was like Liverpool was at the top for a while. Then it was Manchester United for a while. We kind of were going back and forth with Man United for a little bit, and then Spurs kind of came in out of nowhere, and we were kind of going. We weren't really back and forth with Spurs. Spurs were like close to catching up with us and stuff, and we ended up clinching the title in the second to last match of the season with a 3-2 win at Watford, with Patson Daka goal clinching the title for us. We only need a draw, so it would have been fine anyways, but he got us the win, the 3 points, which really made it kind of certain that we were going to win the title in the second to last match day of the season. So yeah, so we won the trophies, this in addition to, as far as he win the Community Shield. So this was a successful kit quest in the first season. It's another one and done wonder. So yeah, let me move on to the next competition. What do we got here? Yeah, the FA Community Shield. As I said, yeah, we finished 2-1 to us. We beat Man City in that as Leicester did IRL, which is the inspiration for this kit quest. Did it with goals from Harvey Barnes and Patson Daka, 2 James Maddison assists. Harvey Barnes with men of the match. And we got the FA Cup. So you see we did the double. Technically trouble if we want to keep the Community Shield. We beat Everton in the final, the FA Cup. So how did we get there? Let's go all the way back around. We started off in round 3. As here we got Bristol Rovers in the first round. Played the match. Patson Daka hat-trick with a Mohamed Kudus goal to kind of round things off. And a 4-2 win. Round 4 we got Stevenage. That's where they had lost IRL, so I simmed the match. And we won 3-2 with goals from Kudus, Daka, and Dewsbury Hall. Round 5, we got Crystal Palace. Played the match, was in a bit of a bad spell, and couldn't really score, so we finished 0-0 and all the way through extra time. They went to pens. We won 2-0 on pens because Crystal Palace's players were just missing left, right, and center. And they guys also able to make some saves. Kasper Schmeichel, but he won on pens. Who was the man of the match? It was Wilfred Ndidi, which kind of goes to show that the match wasn't that great offensively. Obviously, it was a 0-0. Round 6, so that's the quarterfinals. We get matchup against Wolves. And I quick simmed the match. We won 3-1 with a Lookman brace and a Ben Davis goal. Semifinals, we got lucky. We got the easiest matchup. We got Sheffield United. And I played the match with 2 goals from Kudus, 1 from Chudori, and 1 from Lookman to kind of ease through to the final. Or we got matchup against Everton, 1-2-1. I just had to simulate the match where couldn't touch it all, so little square circles moving around the screen and stuff. I could make subs obviously because if I didn't, the game wouldn't make any subs. And we won 2-1 with 2 goals from Mark Albrighton. And we went up 1-0 early, so I was like, all right, sweet, went up early, and then I think it was Calvert-Lewin scored for Everton with I think it was the 79th or 80th minute, and I was like, oh geez, probably gonna extra time, and then whatever, I'm probably gonna end up losing. But then right at the death, couldn't, because it was little circles, so you can't really tell exactly what's going on, but it seemed like Pickford or someone might have spilt the ball off a cross or a shot, and then Mark Albrighton kind of pepped in and nice poster's finish at the back post. In the 89th minute and won it for us at the death. So that was pretty exciting. So obviously we won this before we clinched the league. Yeah, we won it before we clinched the league. So it was cool to kind of know that we had a trophy, this successful Quest his first season, regardless if I bottled the league or not. And we got the Carabao Cup, which is going to be lost to Liverpool in the final here, as you can see. So how did we get there also? Let's go scroll around, round 3. Where we at? We got Spurs, so I played this thing after the quarterfinals for getting knocked out by Liverpool there on pens. So I played this match, won 2-0 with goals from Harvey Barnes and I don't know where's his first name. Christos Zolis. Probably just butchered that, but Christos Zolis. 2-0 win against Spurs. And round 4 we got matchup against Stoke. Where is that match? Boop. So that was a draw where they had won on pens IRL, so I like hit the draw mode, but you won. Didn't have to worry about that. We won 2-1. Goals from Albrighton and Daka, or Daka, to advance to the quarterfinals. Where we got Everton. I think this was like a draw that we lost on pens. I slow simmed it, and we won 4-0. Goals from Iheanacho, James Maddison, and Pereira. To like semifinal, we got matchup against Chelsea. There we go. And did I sim both legs? Where's the other Chelsea leg? No, so I simmed the first leg, and we drew 1-1 with the James Maddison goal. And then the second leg, which is away at Chelsea at Stamford Bridge here, you see we won 1-0 with an Iheanacho goal assisted by James Maddison. I did the randomizer thing for these two matches, and I also got sim the first one, played the second one, and won 1-0 with the James Maddison assist in that goal. We advanced to the final and got, as I said, Liverpool. We got a draw for that one. And we went down, I think it was 1-0. I was able to tie it up. We went into extra time. We went down 2-1. I was like just playing really bad. I don't know if it's really playing really bad. It seems like I don't know if you guys watching ever seem to notice this. That I don't know if maybe it's just this FIFA or a thing seems to be a lot of like FIFA stuff actually in general. And the CPU's like slide tackles a lot more than I feel like having like watched football for a couple seasons now. Like I feel like players don't slide tackle like as often IRL as they seem to do in FIFA. Like I got like clattered from behind by some Liverpool player. We lost the ball because apparently it was a clean tackle, and then they kind of went in like had like a man-to-manage break because of it and scored, and then that made it 3-1. I was able to bring one back, but it's obviously way too late, so we lost, which is unfortunate. I was pretty upset because I was like, oh man, I never gave another chance at a trophy or anything like that, but it ended up working out in the end, so it kind of worked out. Yeah, so it was a huge deal that we lost to the final. That's the preseason junk. Super Cup, Villarreal beat Chelsea on pens. Champions League, Bayern beat Man City. Europa League is here. So we were 1-for-3 in finals. We made it to the final of that as well. 3-3. That was we had never played, as far as like I could tell. Leicester never played Milan before, so I did like the 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 sims, and we got sim. So I like again couldn't touch it and set 2 subs and stuff, and it ended up being 3-3. And went to extra time and all that. And then goals from Mass and Iheanacho went to pens, which we lost 2-1, which was unfortunate. And yeah, so we were 1-for-3 in finals, but we ended up with 2 trophies anyway, so it was pretty solid overall. In terms of kind of how we got there, group stage, we were in our group. We got 5 wins and a loss, pretty solid in the group stage. Round 16. We got Ajax, who again I think we never played before. They never played before, so I did. They couldn't see anything I did for the Milan one. And I got play and draw. So I got play in the first leg, 1-3-0. Goes for Iheanacho, Zolis, and Daka. And then draw in the second leg, which I slow sim, but we smashed them in that anyways. Go 4-1 with goals from Lukman, Kudus, and a brace from Daka. Quarterfinals, we got matched up against West Ham. Kind of did the last 5 matchups thing. We got sim for both. Won the first leg 1-0 with the Iheanacho goal. Won the second leg 1-0 as well with a Harvey Barnes goal. We got Lyon in the semifinal. Another one we hadn't played, so we did the same thing. First leg we got a draw, which we won 2-0 from goals from Iheanacho and Maddison. Second leg got simmed, so I quick simmed it. We got goal 1-3-2 with goals from Zolis, Soumare, and Barnes. So I see 1-5-2 in aggregate, and then kind of already described the final for you. The last competition here, is the Conference League, where Frankfurt beat Spurs in the final. Because now we're at the World Cup. Now we circle back to the Prep. Yeah, that's it in terms of standings. In terms of, I guess, transfers is probably the next big thing to hit. Let's go to I guess transfer history is probably not a bad place to start. My club. No, it's by date, I think, right? Yeah, by date. So I guess because as for the kind of objectives was like the players, 2 players under 20, and then 3 European players. So Kudus counted as, I thought counted as 20 and under because he was 20 at the beginning of the season, so I signed him for 22.4 million from Ajax. Then Mickey Van de Ven, I thought it was a 2-for-1 hit where he was 20 and under. And then European, obviously, he's from the Netherlands for 5.3 from Wolfsburg. And then Ben Davis going to be our starting left back for 8.9 mil from Spurs. Those are like kind of 3 incomes. And then the last one kind of here for the European one, also another under 21. 20 under one was Christos Solis from Norwich for 5.6 mil. And outgoings, we got Soyuncu to Wolfsburg for 23. Tielemans to Barca for 59. Because I'd recalled him from his original loan, like not thinking I was going to end up signing Kudus to be the backup, and then kind of reloading him out to Liverpool. Amarty to Sevilla. Johnny Evans to Betis. This guy to whatever that is on loan. Jamie Vardy to Lazio. Perez to Villa in the January window. Mendy to Southampton in the January window. And that was it in terms of transfers. That's what transfers. So I guess objectives. There we go. So the side here says signed 2 players under 20. So I said I signed 3 technically, but Kudus for no reason didn't count. The other 2 did. And then brand exposure went in 3 wins of cup matches. Got 11 because he made it to the final of both. And signed 3 players from Europe. Again, I don't really understand how we only have 1 out of 3 when Van de Ven, Zolis, and Ben Davis are all from Europe. And the one who counted was Ben Davis. And financial, keep salary growth under 10%. I guess because we didn't actually finish the season yet. Like it hasn't crocked as like completed, but it says our current growth is 0%, so we should be fine. Domestic success, they wanted us to finish top 4. We won the league, and then reached the FA Cup semifinal. We won the FA Cup. They wanted us to win the Europa League. We did it, so manager rating dropped like 7 points from that. And though we made it to the final, the Europa League won the double, but it's what it is there. So it's objectives and stuff. So the last thing I think is kind of player stats. So if you kind of look through, kind of scroll through most of these pretty quickly. But Kasper Schmeichel I ended up keeping because he had a loan spell at Coventry at one point in time. And then we had Justin Thomas, our 2 fullbacks. Ward was a backup keeper. Van de Ven and Davis were left-sided center backs. And then Vestergaard and Fofana were right-sided center backs. Right back was Castagna and Pereira. In terms of the double pivot, we had Ndidi and Sumari as a starter, and then Chudori and what's his face? Oh my God, what's his face? The guy who followed them, Dewsbury Hall. There we go, Jesus. He followed Maresca to Chelsea. Then we had Chudori here. Harvey Barnes cooked on the left wing. Him and Lookman were on the left wing, or left mid, whatever you want to call it. Zolis was on the right mid. He had a pretty solid season for us. Here he is. Here's Dewsbury Hall. He was the guy, kind of one of the backups in the double pivot. Kind of skip Maddison for now. Kudus, pretty solid season for us. There's Albrighton, kind of hero in the FA Cup final. Iheanacho and Daka both really had solid seasons as strikers. He had 27, 30 goals, 20 assists, and 8 assists. Then we'll kind of scroll back here to wrap up here with James Maddison. Yes, Maddison's excellent season, 22 goals in all competitions, 25 assists. So in terms of kind of the overall league kind of golden boot and most assists race and stuff, finished with 12 goals in the league, which wasn't enough for top 10, though Iheanacho was 5th with 18 goals. As probably saw, then Patson Daka was 10th with 16. In terms of assists, Matters was top of the league with 13 assists. Patson Daka was 2nd with his 12. And then that was it for assists. And then in terms of clean sheets, Schmeichel was 4th with his 8. And then Danny Ward was 10th with his 5 clean sheets. So yeah, Maddison cooked. We had an excellent season here, winning the Community Shield, obviously, and the League and the FA Cup, so solid domestic treble, if you want to call it that. So, yeah, it's pretty pumped. Another successful Kit Quest career mode, another one I wouldn't done, which I wasn't expecting, but I'll take it. So we had a pretty solid season. Made it to like the finals of everything and went 1 for 3 in the cup final. Well, I guess I'll go 2 for 4 if you want to include the Community Shield, but we're going to win that no matter what because that's what they won at IRL. And then the league on top of that, so pretty excellent season from Leicester here. Nice blue kit here, so get that Maddison name on the back, and then the kind of the Community Shield patches and all that good stuff. But yeah, thank you for checking this one out. Next series on the channel, I think, is going to be, pretty sure it's going to be, it's either going to be, I think, Perfect Dark, or it might be the OG Deus Ex, one of those two. It's going to be a game from the year 2000. And then after that, it should be a Jersey Quest and a Kit Quest. And then we're going to finally kind of be done with all the servants from Orleans, besides two that I haven't summoned, but they haven't had a rate up yet. And then we'll be finally moving on after pretty much over a year to Septim, so that should be fun. But yeah, thank you for checking out this Kit Quest career mode. Hopefully enjoyed it, and hopefully you check out either Perfect Dark or Deus Ex next as well. Thank you.
To the season.
Well, it's certainly a good way to start the season. That's just what they wanted. They played really well today, and it's always great to keep winning trophies.
First piece of silverware, and that is never to be sniffed at, as the players applaud the fans who've been backing them today.
Well, it's great preparation for the season, Derek, and this is always a nice moment, going up to lift any trophy. Great for those fans as well.
Now for the trophy lift. And with friends and family in attendance, you've always got to really savour these moments when they come around, Stuart.
Well, they've got to enjoy this, Derek, and then get ready for a tough season ahead. They won't be celebrating too much tonight.
Absolutely, Stuart. They all know the show must go on after this. And now the players posing for the images that will be sent around the world.
Well, these are great moments, aren't they? Certainly ones to cherish, and they'll want more of this come the end of the season.
A story of one side celebrating and the other distraught. Memories are being made.
Well, just look at those scenes down there, Derek. What a contrast in emotions. Brilliant for the winners, despair for the losers. But overall, the right team won today.
Yeah, you can see what it means to this tight-knit team. Real solidarity.
Well, this is special for everybody at the club. What a great moment for any young player. And this is what you dream about when you start playing football. When you're playing in the playground, you want to win a cup. Brilliant moment.
It's a special moment in the career of any footballer. And now for the trophy lift itself. The cup winners.
Well, you can just see what it means to those players and the manager. That's fantastic stuff.
There's always the element of chance in a cup competition. But my goodness, they've taken the rough with the smooth. And now they savour the moment. Full marks to the entire team. And now they get the chance to exhale and enjoy.
They've been brilliant in this competition, and so have the fans. They've really got behind their team. They've played a big part in this win. Just look at those faces in the crowd. Great stuff.
Really a match made in heaven between players and fans. And these celebrations are going to continue for quite some time. And now the players get to relax a bit and enjoy having the pictures taken.
Well, these photos will be cherished for years to come, won't they? Certainly ones to show the grandchildren.
Everyone here, including the players, just waiting for the moment when they can celebrate their accomplishments. The trophy will soon be theirs.
Well, it's been a long wait, but it's worth it. Celebrating in front of their own fans. They've been excellent this season. They fully deserve to be the champions.
And that is a vivid picture of what we associate with this group of players. It's all about the team ethic. You can see what it means to this tight-knit team. Real solidarity.
Well, this is special for everybody at the club. What a great moment for any young player. And this is what you dream about when you start playing football. When you're playing in the playground, you want to win a cup. Brilliant moment.
Yes, a special moment in the career of any footballer. And now for the trophy lift itself. The cup winners.
Well, you can just see what it means to those players and the manager. That's fantastic stuff.
There's always the element of chance in a cup competition. But my goodness, they've taken the rough with the smooth. And now they savour the moment.
Well, for some of these players, it will be the pinnacle of their careers. They just have to take it all in now and realise what they've achieved here. It doesn't come much better than this, does it? And just look at those fans. They've followed their club everywhere.
Well, really a match made in heaven between players and fans. And these celebrations are going to continue for quite some time. And now the players get to relax a bit and enjoy having the pictures taken.
Well, these photos will be cherished for years to come, won't they? Certainly ones to show the grandchildren.